Welcome everyone to India's largest learning platform, Unacademy, and special welcome on UPSC CSE optional channel. You can subscribe to Unacademy and become a part of Unacademy family. There are many benefits of Unacademy subscription. For example, attending live classes, evaluating your performance through live tests and quizzes. The courses of Unacademy are structured, properly planned. You also get unlimited access to the platform through which you can see live and recorded courses. These courses are specially beneficial for working women, housewife, or working professionals who cannot see live classes. They can see recorded lessons as well. After subscription of Unacademy, you can attend courses of 100 plus top educators. Few of the key educators are given here like Mrunal Patel sir, Roman Seni sir, and other top educators. For UPSC CSE subscription, we have got a subscription scheme from varying from 1 month to 36 months. So you can take any of the subscription according to your need. Generally, it is advisable that one should go for 1 year to 3 year subscription because it takes time to cover the entire syllabus. Also, taking longer duration subscription will save you some fees also. So 1 year subscription fees is 49,500 rupees, 2 year is 72, 3 year is 99,000. But you have an option to use my code AJ01. After using this code, you will get a 10% off on subscription. So apply this code during the time of taking subscription. You can also go for iconic subscription. It is one-to-one mentorship scheme of Unacademy, under which you get to prepare under the guidance of a personal coach. He is your mentor. You can check your daily mains question answer practice, question answer. Study planner is prepared. Personalized feedback is also given to you. Iconic subscription is available for 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year. Fees are given here. 1 year 69,500, 2 year is 1,07,000, 3 year is 1,41,000 rupees. But you can use code AJ01 and get 10% off. Now there is an early introductory offer for optional subjects. So those people who are subscribing to Unacademy till 31st October 2020, along with their GS subscription, they are getting optional courses free of cost. They don't have to pay for optional subscription. Fees is 49,500 rupees till 31st October. Also here you can use code AJ01 and get 10% off. After 31st October, you have to pay separately 27,500 rupees for optional. So total fees for GS and optional will be 77,000 rupees. Again, use code AJ01 to get 10% off. So it is advisable that take subscription before 31st October 2020 so that your optional courses also you can get free of cost. Only you have to pay GS subscription fees. These are the list of optional presently offered under optional category. We have got 14 optionals and also 4 literature optional. So total 14 plus 4, 18 optionals are currently being offered on Unacademy subscription plan. Optional fees can be seen here. My name is Ashpal Janma, qualified for RS UPSC examination, mains examination 2 times, RS examination 3 times. You can 3 to 5 years of teaching experience. You can follow me on my Telegram channel unacademy_Ashpal and also follow me on Unacademy. Now we are in a very special session which is live essay writing session. It is third session on advanced essay writing module. we have written two philosophical essays already. Two sessions, session 1 and session 2 have already been conducted, so you can attend those classes as well. Now this is live essay writing session on general topic essay. Since we have covered two philosophical essay, so we are covering general topic essay in this class. So let's start now. Without talking much about theoretical part, we have already covered theoretical part in our essay writing series. So I'm directly taking the topic and starting. So your essay topic is, it is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Now this particular essay topic was asked in UPSC mains examination. So it is not that difficult topic to understand. Basically the topic is asking you that health is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. The quotation by Mahatma Gandhi. So first we will try to write the framework of essay. And in strategy video we have seen that you should take at least 15 to 20 minutes in writing framework of the essay. So let us write the framework of this essay. Now, introduction of this particular topic, we can use quotation method, anecdote method, or any other suitable method. So if you are able to recall any relevant quote pertaining to health, you can write in comment section and contribute. Otherwise, I will move forward with this quotation framework writing. Now your quotation should be such that which is telling the significance of health. So BKS Iyengar quotation, we are writing framework, so it is brainstorming activity. So let us think freely and openly. So this quotation of BKS Iyengar says that health is a state of complete harmony of the body, mind and spirit. When one is free from physical disability and mental distractions, the gates of soul open. So basically it is saying that a sound health, which is complete harmony of body, mind and spirit, it opens gate for many opportunities including your soul. So BKS Iyengar quotation. BKS Iyengar is a prominent yoga guru of India. He gave Iyengar yoga. So we can start with this quotation or any other relevant quotation. Now since it is framework writing, so we are going to write broad for framework of the essay. So first we will use this quotation. Moving forward, what we do expansion of the quotation. So we will explain this quotation in first para, that health is complete harmony of body, mind and spirit, and it is not only about physical disability, not having physical disability, but also mental, but also body and mind and spirit in complete harmony. So expansion of quotation in first para. In second para, you will bring topic into context. Bringing topic into the context in second para. Moving forward, after bringing topic into context, which is health, we will write the definition of health in third para. We'll try to write the definition of health in third para. Now For us, or most of the people assume that health is absence of disease. Health is absence of disease for most of the people, but it is negative connotation of health. Positive connotation of health is health being not only absence of disease, but also is a state of complete mental, social and physical well-being. So what is positive connotation of health? Physical, mental and social well-being. That is positive connotation or positive concept of health. So in very third para, what we are doing, we are trying to define the health. Now this is framework. So we are thinking what we should write. I have already prepared framework for you so that we need not to spend unnecessary time on this aspect. So definition of health in third para, negative connotation and then positive connotation. Finally, you will write definition of World Health Organization. So according to WHO, health is not only absence of disease but also complete physical, mental and social well-being. So how we are preparing the framework of essay? Welcome everyone. How we are preparing the framework of essay? First we are thinking about a quotation which suits our essay topic. So we have taken BK's Iyengar quotation. In very next para, as we have already written many essay, so in very first para what we do expansion of our quotation. So first para expansion of the quotation. Second para, we want to try, we want to bring topic into the context. So somehow we will weave our language in such a way that we are able to bring topic into context. Now since this topic is about health, so it is necessary to write a single a one para about definition of health. So we have taken negative, positive connotation, and at the end we have tried to define health which with WHO definition. So far we have written three paras, and in our strategy video we have seen that we have to write 100 to 120 words in our introduction. So three para are sufficient for introduction. Now moving forward, what we will write in fourth para or at the end of third para, after writing WHO definition of health, what we will do? We will write, let us examine various dimensions and significance of sound health. Now it is just why you are writing this line, because it is an indication that you are going to write main part of the essay. So let us explore or let us examine various dimensions and significance of sound health. So it will indicate that main para is going to start. So three para for introduction, a quotation, expansion of quotation, topic into context, meaning of health, WHO definition of health, and then your introduction is over. Now you are starting main part of the essay. Now main part of the or body of the essay. So first we'll talk about importance of health, and since it is main part of the essay, we have learned various techniques of writing the structure of essay. So I am going to use Speckley approach. Speckley approach is sectoral approach. In Speckley approach, we talked about various sectors. So we have to talk about importance of health. So we will talk about importance of health in society. As for society, P for polity. So politics and health, how they are related with each other. Third is economy. So economy and health, how health is promoting economy. C for culture. So culture and health. Again, leave this legal aspect. Also humanity and health, and one more sector, environment and health, and you can add few more sectors as per your requirement. So we are writing importance of health as per Speckley approach. Now it is our own framework only. We will do expansion of this framework in main part of the essay in coming slides. Just we are preparing the draft of essay only. So importance of health first, because why you're talking about importance health, because your topic is health is real wealth. So topic is asking you to talk about importance of health. So you have talked about importance of health in first part of the body. Now this particular section will take at least uh, 5 to 6 paras at least. Society and health will take one para, politics and health will take another para, economy and health third para, fourth para, fifth para, and sixth para. So 5 6 para you can spend on importance of health. Now writing more dimension about health. So we will talk about healthcare, status of healthcare in the context of India. That what is the condition of healthcare in India. So first and foremost aspect for any particular sector, it is financing. Second aspect will be infrastructure, that how is health infrastructure in India, how much spending is being done by government on health sector. Also, since we are talking about health, so we need human resources. Human resources will come from medical education. You will also like to talk about regulation of health sector. Also primary health care system, it is poor condition, so you will talk about PHC. Private healthcare is also an important part of healthcare in India, so it becomes necessary to talk about private healthcare and also other issues. For example, insurance or status of insurance or insurance penetration in India, emerging health issues. For example, recently we are facing with lifestyle related disease like anxiety, stress. So status of healthcare in India. So we are openly thinking about this financing. So in financing, you need to talk about percentage of GDP spent on health. Now, if instead of health you are getting topic of education, so you will write on the same line. First, we'll talk about financing of education. Then you will talk about infrastructure in education. Then education system, regulation on education, status of primary education, secondary education, and college level education or higher education. Also private sector in education and other issues. So you can take a hint from this particular structure, that education sector can also be written in same way. So financing, percentage of GDP spent on health. Also it is actual spending. You will also talk about how much is required. So financing aspect, you can think about this. Infrastructure, in infrastructure what will come? Number of hospital, number of doctors, manpower, In other manpower, nurses, supporting staff, also equipments, testing facility, number of beds in government hospital. Okay, you can also talk about per capita doctors on per 1000 population, and there are many sectors under infrastructure where you can talk about infrastructure, hospital, whatever coming to your mind, hospital, doctor, manpower, equipment, testing facility, bed, or ratio of doctor per 1000 population and other equipments. Now medical education, you will talk about UG and PG. You will talk about how they are regulated. You will talk about government colleges and issues in government colleges. For example, competition is very tough. Private colleges, you will talk about fees very high. You have to give donation, and these all issue you can talk about under medical education. And now regulation of health sector. So there earlier there was Medical Council of India. Now it has been replaced. Medical Council of India was charged with many cases of corruption, maladministration, bureaucratic delay. So you can talk about MCI and recently enacted legislation for regulation of health sector. Also you talk about poor PHC or primary healthcare system. So primary healthcare is first point of contact. What is issue with PHC system? You don't have doctors. Basic infrastructure is a problem. Testing facility is not available. Basic amenities are also not there. So various issues about primary healthcare system. Private healthcare, you can talk about out of pocket expenditure. If common man goes to private healthcare or private hospitals, the expenditure on health, on or an operation or treatment of a particular disease will lead to out of pocket expenditure. Also you can talk about quality, number of private hospitals. You can also talk about accessibility, affordability. So there are issues about accessibility, affordability of private healthcare to all people of India or middle class of India. You will also talk about other issues like insurance penetration, especially life insurance is very low in India. Emerging health issues like lifestyle disease are or recently pandemic like COVID-19. You can talk about emerging health issues like this. So status of healthcare, you have cover around various dimensions: financing, infrastructure, medical education, regulation, poor PHC, primary private healthcare, other issues like insurance and emergency health issues. So we are in the main part of or body of the essay. Now we have written two dimensions. First, importance of health. Second, status of healthcare in India. Now moving towards next dimension, India's contribution in healthcare. How India has contributed in healthcare. So generic medicine is India's USP. These medicine are highly cheap. They are in high demand. Generic medicine are known for their quality. India is leading manufacturer of generic medicine. So you can talk about uniqueness of India like generic medicine. So India's contribution in healthcare. Now medical tourism. Because of cheap medical facilities and expert facilities, India is emerging as a destination of medical tourism where people from many countries, mostly from poor nations, are coming to India for treatment of various diseases. Places like Chennai, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Delhi, these cities have emerged as a hub of medical tourism. So you can talk about that particular dimension. Say India is fast emerging a medical tourism destination. Also innovation of India in healthcare sector. So we have got many innovation. For example, vaccine development. India is one of the major player in vaccine development. Even vaccine of COVID-19, whenever it will get developed, India will be one of the front runner in development of COVID-19 medicine. If you have heard about Jaipur food or Jaipur fit, Jaipur food is very famous. People all around the India and other part of the world are coming to Jaipur for implantation of food, and Jaipur food is lightweight, it is of high quality. So Jaipur food, other innovations. So you can talk about that India's innovative approach in healthcare has also attracted world. So generic medicine, medical tourism, innovation. We can also talk about this indigenous healthcare system. India's indigenous healthcare system is yoga, Unani, Siddha. These are Unani and Siddha are foreign approaches, but yoga is there. So Ministry of Ayush and yoga today is being preached and practiced in many countries of the world. So indigenous healthcare system is also India's contribution to the world of healthcare. Also, what efforts are being taken to improve healthcare status in India? So here in second part we talked about status of healthcare in India, where we talked about that financing is poor, infrastructure is not up to the mark, medical education is a need improvement, regulation is not up to the mark, PHC condition is poor, private healthcare is costly, other issues are also there. So what efforts are being taken to address all these issues discussed under body part B of the body? So various efforts like Indian Constitution, various provisions like Article 21, where a right to health is a fundamental right. Also there are various DPSPs, directive principle of state policy, like Article 39A, 41. They also seeks for promotion of health. Various government initiative and schemes and legislation, for example Ayushman Bharat scheme, healthcare bill, and other schemes to promote, to improve the situation. And at the end you will write conclusion. You can use some relevant quote, for example, healthy citizens are the greatest asset of any country, can have Winston Churchill. So let us see what we have written so far in our structure. Now introduction, we have already understand that you have to write a quotation. In very first para, you will do expansion of quotation. In second para, you will bring topic into context. In third para, you will define health. So three para have been consumed in writing your introduction. Now at the end of third para, after writing this WHO definition, what you will do, you will write this line that let us examine or explore various dimensions and significance of sound health. So that is beginning, or that is an indication that you are going to write main part. Now in main part you will write four things. First, importance of health, which is our topic. So importance of health you will write using a Speckley approach. Second, since you have talked about importance of health, now we will talk about status of healthcare in India. What is status of healthcare in India? So second part of the main body. Third, what India has contributed in healthcare, and next, what efforts are being made by India to improve healthcare in India. So main part of the essay are being written in four dimensions. First, importance. Second, India's status. Third, India's contribution in the world. And fourth, efforts made by India to improve its healthcare system. And you will conclude at the end. So that is your essay, that is our framework. Now let us see how we are going to write it. So now original essay or real essay is coming here. It is health. Our topic is, it is health, that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Starting with an anecdote. Health is a state of complete harmony of body, mind and spirit. When one is free from physical disability and mental distractions, the gate of soul opens. B.K.S. Iyengar. So that is your quotation. Now we will do expansion of quotation in first para, as we have already discussed in our framework. So expansion, how you will do the expansion. One of the foremost yoga teacher in the world, and the founder of Iyengar Yoga, Sri BKS Iyengar, underlines the significance of health. According to him, health is not only a sound physical condition but also a harmonious play of mind, body, and soul. A sound health offers opportunities for emotional and intellectual well-being. So that is how you do expansion of your quotation in very first para. So whatever is there in the quotation, you are doing expansion of quotation in first para. Moving forward, you will try to bring topic into context. So continuing that expansion, you can talk that health is rightly said as real wealth. You will write few more lines and then you will write, let us see, let us understand the meaning of health. So that is your second para. In second para, continuing BKS Iyengar quotation, what you are doing, you are bringing topic into context. Now moving towards third para. Third para, you will write definition of health. And you will start that let us define health. So as per negative connotation, for many people, health is absence of illness. So that is negative connotation. Now what is positive connotation of health? As per positive connotation, health is not only absence of illness but mental, physical and social well-being. So in your third para, you are writing definition. First, you started with negative connotation that health, for many people, health is absence of illness, but it is incomplete because we need to see positive connotation. As per positive connotation, health is not only absence of illness but also mental, physical, and social well-being. Also, moving forward, you will say that as per World Health Organization. Now WHO is largest health agency in the world. So definition of WHO can be used that health is a state of complete mental, social and physical well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So definition of WHO is also talking about positive connotation of health. So it is your third para. Now moving forward, at the end of third para, you will give a hint that let us examine various dimensions and significance of health. So third para will get over here and this line is indicating that it is an indication that you are going to write main part of the essay. Or body of the essay. So your conclusion is getting over from here, from the end of third para. So now we are going to write main body of the essay. So first we will talk about importance of health. Now why you are talking importance of health in very first para of main part of the essay? Because your topic is what? Your topic is health, that is real wealth, not pieces of gold and silver. So basically topic is also about significance or importance of health. So that's why you are talking about importance of health in very first part of body. So you will use Speckly approach. So you will talk about society and health, how they are related with each other, how health is contributing to the society, politics and health, economy and health, culture and health, humanity and health, environment and health. So using various sectors, so how society, how health is beneficial for the society. Healthy individual makes healthy family, healthy family makes healthy society. Since society is healthy, so there is chances of greater social well-being, social harmony. You can talk in this particular manner. You can write 2-3 lines about society and healthy health, that healthy individuals, healthy family, healthy society, greater social well-being, better social harmony. So like this, politics and health. For example, you talk about healthy citizens. Now people are healthy, then they will participate in political affairs. If people are participating in political affairs, they will choose better leaders. If they are choosing better leaders, so it will lead to healthy politics. You can talk like this fashion, where you are talking about significance of health, healthy citizen, better participation of people in political affairs. So they are choosing good leaders, though selection of leaders depends upon various factors, but healthy citizens is also one of the important factor. So politics will be healthy. You can talk in this way. So health is one of the contributor. Similarly, economy and health. So economy, you can talk about demography. What is demography? Men and women, if they are healthy, they will give their demographic dividend. If they are contributing well, they will act as a productive workforce. If workforce is productive, there will be growth in economy, and at the end you will have economic development, which is ultimate objective. So demography, man and woman, if men and woman are healthy, they will have greater demographic dividend. So they will have more productivity, they will make productive workforce, that will lead to growth. Growth is a mean to achieve economic development, which is ultimate objective. Culture and health. culture, tradition, festival, celebration, customs, ethos. Now all these things will be celebrated by healthy people. Now if you imagine you are suffering from a chronic disease, so you won't be in a condition to celebrate your culture. So greater participation of people, it will lead to promotion of better culture. So in this way health is contributing in cultural sphere as well. Environment and health. So here no, you are not only talking about health of humans, you are also talking about health of ecosystem, health of flora and fauna. If flora and fauna are healthy, the ecosystem will be productive. If ecosystem is productive, you have got more natural resources. If natural resources are healthy or are having high quality, so it will contribute in your growth and well-being. Similarly, humanity. So humanities always have human values, love, equality, justice, brotherhood. Now these basic human values can be preached and practiced by healthy people or healthy humans. So in this way humans will also contribute to humanity by having better health condition, because here you have to understand that health is not only absence of disease. There is no negative connotation. It is not about absence of disease or absence of illness, but also mental, physical and social well-being. So if there is well-being in mental, physical and social sphere, it will lead to contribution in society, politics, economy, culture, environment and humanity as well. So they will be a greater asset. Now talking about second dimension, so we have talked about significance or importance of health. Now we are in main part of the essay. Now we are talking about second dimension, which is status of healthcare in India. So we will talk in the context of India. Status of healthcare. First is financing. Second is infrastructure. How is health infrastructure in India? Next is how is medical education. So how is human resources? Regulation. How it is being regulated. PHC system. Condition is how private healthcare system, and other issues like health insurance, emerging health issues, neglect of indigenous system, social stigmas associated with health. So since you have to write 1000 to 1200 word essay, you have to cover your essay under various dimensions. So that's why we are writing main part of essay under 4 dimensions. So status is second dimension. Now infrastructure, you will talk about health personnel. Humans are an important resource. Now what is human resources in a healthcare sector? Doctors, nurses, other supporting staff. Now here you have to use certain data like doctor to population ratio in India is less than 1 per 1000 population. Less than 1 per 1000 population doctor to patient ratio. Also, we do not have specialized doctor. There is acute shortage of specialized doctor like cardiologist or psychiatrist or other specialized doctors. Also, this division of manpower, already we are having lesser manpower and it is skewed divided because in urban area you will find more doctors, in rural area so, healthcare staff is less. Also regional wise there is disparity. For example, in northeast India or in islands or remote areas there would be lesser health personnel in comparison to metro cities. So that division is also skewed. You can write that particular dimension also. Now it is about, first we are talking about health personnel, second we will talk about number of hospital are less, basic amenities or basic facilities are not proper, number of beds in hospital especially in this COVID-19 pandemic it has become a severe issue, equipments like testing facilities or other facilities there is lack of equipment. So you can talk about infrastructure in this way: human resource, machinery, equipments, number of hospital, basic amenities, testing facilities, these are infrastructure. Now moving forward, also we need specialized hospitals, for example cancer hospital. So specialized hospital are very few in India. Medical colleges for training again few. Practitioners, residents are also lesser in numbers. So we have got many various limitation infrastructure wise. Now talking about medical education. Medical education, UG education, it is difficult to get admission into UG. Fees is high. You have to qualify NEET exam. If you are not able to qualify it, then you have to give donation. It is difficult to get government colleges. Quality of education and training are also not up to the mark in most of the colleges. For PG, you need specialization, admission and courses. So these are also, you can say the system is quite typical, or it is difficult to enter into medical education because the testing system is quite exhaustive. So UG and PG becomes difficult. Now regulation, health sector was previously regulated by Medical Council of India, MCI. Now MCI was charged with many cases of corruption, Inspector Raj, bureaucratic delay, malpractices. There were various limitations of Medical Council of India. So recently it was replaced by National Medical Commission. Now National Medical Commission is a new body. Now it has to prove its efficacy. There are other issues like audit of healthcare sector, autonomy, regulations. So various issues containing to regulation sector, Medical Council of India, various limitations, new body which efficacy need to be tested, and special cases of audit autonomy. These are several issues. Now PHC or primary healthcare system, what are the limitations? PHC is first point of contact. Any people, lower middle class people, rural people, they will first go to primary healthcare system. Now, quality of PHC are not up to the mark. In fact, quality is very poor. Infrastructure again poor. Basic amenities are not there. So, the primary healthcare system is overall poor in India. Now, since government healthcare or public healthcare system is having severe limitations, so people are forced to go to private healthcare or private hospitals. Now, private hospitals or medical colleges. Now, once if you are taking in admission in medical colleges, private medical colleges, their fees will be very high. In fact, one of the highest fee fetching institute of country, medical colleges. Private hospital, the treatment cost is again very high. So it leads to out of pocket expenditure for middleman. If they are sending their children to get education in medical colleges, private medical college, they have to pay more fees. If they are treating themselves or their relatives in private hospital, they have to pay heavy fees. So that is out of pocket expenditure. Now, private sector funding in India's annual health burden is about 75%. So most of the people, despite having out of pocket expenditure because of poor quality in public health care, people are forced to go to private health care, but the problem is out of pocket expenditure. Even very poor people who do not have money, they somehow arrange money and go to private hospital for treatment of their family person or friends or relative. So majority of burden of 75% is being borne by private hospital, and ultimately it is leading to out of pocket expenditure. So that is a big issue. Also there is issue of this 3E 3A. Private hospitals are not accessible to middle class. Availability, because since number of hospitals are limited, they are also not affordable because of high treatment cost. They are not accessible because there are few private hospitals in comparison to total population of India. Availability is also an issue. So accessibility, availability, affordability. Also, there is an issue of in public healthcare where doctors private practice by medical professionals. It is very frequent in India. Also, there is system of prescription of medicines and testing. So, what the doctor will do, they will prescribe you certain tests and medicines which are earning them commission. So overall you can see the healthcare scenario in India is not up to the mark. It is of poor quality. Private healthcare has got its own problem. Now other issues, let us talk about other issues. Health insurance. Now LIC or life insurance premium penetration in India is only 2.74%. Now what is insurance penetration? It is basically the ratio of premium to total GDP of country. So this kind of data you have to write in your essay diary, and once you have compiled this data you have to revise and remember. We have learned the art of maintaining essay diary, so you have to compile all this data in your essay diary and use them wherever and whenever possible. So life insurance penetration 2.74%, which is very less in case of India. The insurance density of life insurance sector is only $55. The ratio premium to total population, again it is less. So this data can be used. Next is overall you can say that condition of health insurance in India is not up to the mark. There are emerging health issues like lifestyle diseases like diabetes, anxiety disorder, depression, etc. There are recent cases of drug resistance diseases. For example, drug resistance TB or other kind of diseases. So the cases of drug resistance disease are increasing. Now medicines are not working on these patients. Also epidemics cases like Zika virus, Middle East respiratory syndrome, cases of pandemic like COVID-19 are also recently or emerging health issues in India. So insurance is first other issue, emerging health issue is second other issues. Now moving forward, we have got rich tradition of indigenous healthcare system. For example, yoga and Ayurveda. Also, we have learned art of Unani and Siddha. But this indigenous healthcare system, world is adopting, but India is ignoring this system. So, also this system is facing problem of regulatory framework. There is no regulatory framework of Yoga, Ayurveda, Unani and Siddha. So that is also a problem. Certification to these doctors of indigenous medicinal system is again an issue because they do not have particular certification system like MBBS degrees to them. So that is also an issue. Research in this sector is another issue. There are some social stigmas associated. For example, treatment made with a patient having certain diseases or mental disease is not taken seriously into India. So we are covering quite exhaustively. Our coverage is very deep. So status of healthcare, infrastructure, medical education, regulation, PHC system, private healthcare, other issues like health insurance, emerging health issue, neglect of indigenous system and research. Now we have covered two dimensions in main part of the essay, covering for the third dimension India's contribution in healthcare. Now what is USP of India or how India has contributed to healthcare system. So India is known for its generic medicine system. We are leading player. Our generic medicine are highly cheap. They are very effective. They are known for their quality. Now we do not promote universal licensing or evergreening of patent. For example, there are certain cases like Novartis drug Gleevec. It filed for evergreening of patent, but Supreme Court of India refused to give evergreening to patent of this particular company's drug. So we do not promote evergreening of patent. Also, we promote compulsory licensing in certain exceptional cases. For example, there is some cancer drug which is patented, but the cost is of that particular drug is very high. Supply of the drug is low, so people are dying. They are not able to afford this drug, and supply is also low. So what government of India has devised, they have devised an innovation of compulsory licensing, where the government of India will give a license to produce a generic medicine or generic drug as a replacement of this cancer drug. To have affordable drug. So compulsory licensing is Indian innovation in IPR practices. We do not promote evergreening of patent. So you can write all these points: generic medicine, cheap, effective, quality, evergreening of license not promoted by India. We promote compulsory license in exceptional cases like certain cancer drugs. Now, India is also fast emerging as a medical tourism destination. We have got, why? Because our medical facility is cheap, large emerging hub. We have quality health care. In certain cases, our personnel are trained, especially supporting staff, and we are exporter of medical professionals. For example, Indian nurses, especially nurses from South India like Kerala, they are highly trained, they are highly respected, and these nurses are working all over the world. They are sending a large amount of remittance to the India. So we are exporter of medical professional as well. So that is also a uniqueness of India, medical tourism. We have got certain innovation. For example, in vaccine development, COVID-19 vaccine, whenever a COVID-19 vaccine will come, India will be front runner in development of that particular vaccine. Jaipur food, popular or renowned all around the world. We have system of yoga. Our yoga, like yoga day, is celebrated all around the world. 21st June. So entire world has recognized the importance of yoga. Please like the class. I hope we are covering very exhaustively. I have worked very hard to prepare this particular essay. So please like the class. Now, fourth dimension, efforts to improve healthcare in India. So in main part of the essay or in body of the essay, first we talk about significance or importance of healthcare. Second, we talked about status of healthcare in India, which is largely poor. Third, we talked about India's contribution. Now, to counter point number 2, status of poor healthcare in India, we are writing fourth dimension, which is efforts to improve health status. Healthcare in India. So, what are its efforts? First is Indian Constitution. We have got various provisions. For example, Article 21, a right of health is a fundamental. It is a fundamental right. In DPSP 39, 41, 42, healthcare is incorporated. Various government initiative, schemes, legislation are there to improve the status of healthcare in India. For example, Ayushman Bharat scheme, National Ayush Mission, Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Bima Yojana, National Medical Commission, which is going to replace Medical Council of India, National Health Policy 2017. So whatever scheme, legislation, initiatives coming to mind, you can directly jot down all these. So they are various initiatives to improve healthcare in India. Now moving forward, now we are at the conclusion. In conclusion, we will write that we have to adopt positive connotation of health. What is positive connotation of health? That health is not only absence of disease but complete mental, social and physical well-being. We need to revamp our medical education system so that we will get better human resources. We need to promote child health care because that is a major concern. We need to promote health care of women. Technology can be used to improve quality of healthcare in India. Innovations, for example, Jaipur food, vaccine, such innovation can be promoted. So basically you are giving suggestions as how to improve healthcare condition in India. Also, not to forget promoting indigenous system of yoga, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and at the end you can end with a phrase or quotation like healthy citizens are greatest asset any country can have, a quotation by Winston Churchill. This way you can write your conclusion. Now let us look how we have written. I think we have addressed all important dimensions of our essay topic. We can wind up our essay by looking at our framework. First part, introduction. Introduction, we have written 3 para in around 100 to 120 words. Main part, we have covered 4 dimensions. First dimension was importance, second was status, third was India's contribution, and fourth was efforts. Also, in very first dimension, we have used Spakely approach. So we are covering various sectors. So we have covered 6 sectors. So our essay have become quite holistic and comprehensive. In second part also, status of healthcare, we are covering various areas like financing, infrastructure, medical education. So you are writing a holistic and comprehensive essay, so definitely you are going to fetch good marks. India's contribution, you have covered important aspect like generic medicine, medical tourism, innovations, you have got examples as well, efforts to improve, and conclusion. So it is quite a nice attempt. I hope if you are going to write in this particular fashion, you will end up fetching good marks in essay paper. So thank you for being with me. Use my code AJ01 to get 10% off. Join me on Unacademy_Ashpal. Hope this class is useful to you. And let's meet tomorrow morning 8 p.m. So in morning classes we are doing answer writing practice for GS papers. We have covered GS paper 1. GS paper 2 part 1 has been covered. We are covering part 2 of GS paper 2. So you can attend morning classes as well. Please like the class. I hope it is beneficial to you. Thank you very much.